Hi guys, this is Aaron from WINECULT, and welcome to another bottle breakdown. Now today we're talking about the Borgo Paglianetto 22 Verdicchio Petrara, as well as the Terravignata. So this is two really interesting bottles we're going to be discussing today, but first, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. As I said, this is kind of a special bottle breakdown because I'm actually highlighting two separate bottles here. They've received slightly different barrel treatments, so these two wines are going to share a lot of similarities but have some important differences, which I'm going to call out. Now, these two wines are both 100% Verdicchio. Located about 60 kilometers from the Adriatic Sea in the Verdicchio di Metallica DOC, Borgo Paglianetto is both in the heart of Italy's mountains. And is very well known, or a region very famous for mountain and sea influenced, salty, highly mineral Verdicchio. So inside the unique north to south running landlocked Alta Valle del Essino, Borgo Paglianetto began as a collaboration of 5 friends back in 2008. So the collection of these 5 folks now have nearly 30 hectares that were planted over 20 years ago as of this year, and they've been under organic viticulture since 2013. So these vineyards are relatively unique, representing the only case in the Marche or mountainous region for its unusual north to south orientation, which is fundamental, or is a fundamental factor that's contributing to the creation of the microclimate here that ultimately allows for the cultivation of grapes of this quality. In the vineyard here, the vine rows are just straight as an arrow, and they face mostly east. Now the peak is about 390 or 400 meters above sea level, and then they gradually flow downhill to about 330. The bedrock is Jurassic limestone, basically from the same period as Burgundy's Côte d'Or. So they've got a very similar sticky, thick, grayish white clay topsoil that's found in many of Burgundy's best vineyards. So the results in this range are just incredible, given their location. Of course, none of those results are better than the value delivered by these two, what I would consider actually entry-level Verdicchios, the Terravignata and the Petrara. So as I said before, these are similar wines with some very interesting differences to them. The Petrara boasts kind of a crisp orchard fruit characteristic to it, with a lot of minerality and tones that give kind of like a crunchy sensation towards the close. The Petrara is a very youthful wine, so it's a little tense in its structure, but it can be aged clearly for many years to come. The Terravignata, on the other hand, it shares some of the apple characteristics, but it really adds an interesting bite of lemon and enhances some of the mineral characteristics. So these are just great side by side, and we'll actually be featuring them in back-to-back months in the club. So if you hold back and don't drink right away, you can do sort of an interesting comparative tasting next month. For more bottle breakdowns and other great wine content, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Aaron from WINECULT, and I'll see you next time.